Hey guys, welcome to the Fighters channel. Agron Smakishi, who opened it cut about Tyson Fury's eye, reveals it's more risky to spar Anthony Joshua than Gypsy King. Who is the best heavyweight fighter? Many have pondered about the subject and will soon find out the answer. However, Agron Smakishi, a Croatian heavyweight who has worked with both Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, reveals who is harder to spar with. It required several switches, and a picture of the same has been shared on social media. So, to speak about the incident, Smakishi appeared in an interview today and indulged on why Joshua was harder to spar with than Fury. Speaking to the Croatian heavyweight, the reporter praised him about sparring both fighters and argued him to reveal the more difficult opponent. Analyzing both fighters, Smakishi said, "Joshua is a really different guy." Here further added what it was like sparring with Anthony Joshua. "You cannot make a mistake. If you make one mistake, your head is gone," said Smakishi. When probed about giving a more precise answer, Smakishi stated, "It's more risky, you know. You don't know if you won. If you make mistake, your head is going to fall out." As for Tyson Fury, Smakishi said, "With Fury, you can make a mistake. You will get punched or embarrassed." On a separate note, after sustaining the cut and postponement of the undisputed clash, Fury expressed his disappointment in a statement. Tyson Fury promises to work delicately. Following the incident, the Saudis and Tyson Fury released a statement regarding the postponed his fight. "I am absolutely devastated after preparing for this fight for so long and being in such superb condition. I feel bad for everyone involved in this huge event," Tyson said. He can be heard. Ricky Hatton weighs in on Anthony Joshua vs Francis Ngannou fight. British boxing legend Ricky Hatton has weighed in on Anthony Joshua vs Francis Ngannou. Next month in Saudi Arabia, AJ is expected to meet the Predator in one of the biggest boxing matches of the year. For both men, the fight is a bit of a turning point in their careers. Joshua hopes to earn a title shot with a victory and continue his winning ways. Meanwhile, the former UFC champion isn't as focused on the gold. Instead, Ngannou is solely focused on earning a rematch with Tyson Fury. Last October, he famously knocked down the Gypsy King and nearly upset him. Ultimately, the British boxer still emerged with a split decision win that night. However, Hatton feels that Ngannou showed something that night in Saudi Arabia. Speaking in a recent interview, the Hitman provided the bold. In the interview, Hatton declined to offer a prediction for Anthony Joshua vs Francis Ngannou. However, it's clear that the Brit feels that while AJ has the boxing ability to win, one can't discount the MMA fighter's power. Speaking in the interview, Hatton stated, "AJ is a very good boxer and is known for his explosiveness and his power, but he would not become an Olympic gold medalist and a two-time heavyweight champion of the world without the abilities that Joshua has. But on the downside, he can be hurt, knocked down and stopped, and when you think of the size and punching power Ngannou has got, there is a very chance he could knock AJ out," Hatton said. Thanks for watching guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.